you play me like a clown and you fool, bitch. So just step back, or I'm mad dad when I come down straight. I thought you were my beast, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people stay, they sway. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly dis, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises over the top. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll.
Tuesday night at the Mad Hatter. And tonight's a special guest. We got Nathan Johnson from Georgia. And Brandon's with us here from Mad Hatter. I hope your mic's working.
We're here. How y'all doing?
Oh my God, you don't have a mic cord. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. That's okay, because all we got to do is ask Nathan one question, and then I can get your mic cord. Nathan.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
I do pretty good considering. Considering I gotta use this bullshit they call medicinal cannabis in Georgia.
Oh shit. That a thing?
Yeah, I do all right. I'm alive. That's more than they want. I'm alive. Every day I live, I piss off our Georgia government. Every day I live is a testimonial to the people that we can stick the government and they can't do nothing but run scared. Run scared.
Well, I have some news for you.
All right, come on, give it up.
We took a vote. Yes.
All right.
Your probationary period.
It's over, isn't it?
Your brother says it shouldn't be.
Hey, man, I don't care.
No, you're officially released from probation, but you have to follow the new rules.
I got to follow the rules.
Yes.
Because I don't want nothing to happen to y'all.
And no, you don't want us coming for y'all.
Either, exactly. It's
Okay.
a dump. We don't want to. So, Nathan, you're from Georgia, right? I'm from Florida, so I kind of feel your pain, brother, to be honest.
Yeah, well, at least y'all got something over there.
Yeah, I guess.
Down there.
It could be a little bit better. I mean, I took the ride for it in Hillsborough County before, so I wish it could be better.
I'm not sure if you're on it.
Ooh, boy.
When
I
tomorrow?
don't know if I should have took a quick bath and shower before I got in here, man. 'Cause now I got water running down my face.
Yeah,
But that's all right. That's all right.
Did you read it?
oh my God, no.
I'll be.
Really?
Butter me up.
This is not even funny. What is this?
Oh my goodness.
I'm not wearing this. It fell on the. Look at it fell on.
Wow, look, they relate. You see, they correlate.
They've been together before. They've obviously spent time together.
Oh no.
Oh my
Did
goodness!
we the first people here?
It's just me and you, Nathan. It's just me and you.
Okay.
Let's see where Jim Miller is. Jim Miller is here. He is. I got
Hey,
Jim.
Jim, I'm finna go get you a piece of tissue.
There's Jim Miller in the
There
house.
he is. What's going on, Jim?
All right. So Trump was talking about rescheduling.
Yeah.
Did you hear about him talking about it? He says in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, first of all, when I hear President Trump's talking about it and he says, I got to tell you, I got to put some different colored glasses on to translate, you know, is this going left, right? Is it bouncing? So, but yeah, I did. And it was it's not new. He just kind of reiterated it a little better, enough to get other people going his way to object. And hold on, are you?
Huh? Did you? Oh, you're not talking to me? I thought you were talking to me. You talking to me? Hey, you
Okay,
talking?
sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about what he says? He says something meanderingly like, yeah, I don't know about for this, or but for sick people, I've heard, I've heard good things. I don't, and yeah, it's about all it's really worth.
I've heard bad things too.
However, it did move the discussion in a way that we can't,
Right.
So maybe somebody has his ear and says, you need something that's popular, more of a diversion, something people would like to be distracted by. Oh, this whole is it really? I mean, it has no known medical use. Can we have that discussion? Can we just have discussion on whether or not it has medical use? And if it does, get it out of Schedule 1. So yeah, and I'm interested to see how more knowledgeable minds than mine feel about this. My guessing what's going to happen is that if there's any whiff of political benefit from taking the safest road possible, that it shouldn't be in Schedule 1, but I don't know what it should be. If you ever said that and stepped back and says, I want it out of Schedule 1, it doesn't belong there, it's clear. Even I can see it. And if he said that, do what you will. I'm going to watch along the way, but I don't, I understand it's impeding studies and things where this really, what if he would be giving up nothing saying that, and he'd be gaining all sorts of political capital. So anyway, yeah, it's a thing that could save his ass, actually. Double-edged sword, indeed. On the other hand, just having the discussion, but anyway, he is at least now deferring to waiting on what his DEA pick says before going over it. And that, that's actually the right thing to say. I mean, that's the smart thing to say, which makes me think he's just repeating somebody else telling him it's a smart thing and he's okay with that. I don't know. Again, though, he says, oh, I could say anything I want to. Doesn't make it true, does it? Because maybe I just missed that boat all along. Hey, I'm 6'3". Did you know that? I am. Nathan, what are you laughing at, man? I'm 6'3".
Hey, if you say so, I believe you.
I'm just saying, I'll go look in the mirror and see if my image is up higher than it always is when I look in it. But I'm pretty sure I'm being full of shit.
Or buy another mirror, one that make you look 6'3".
Yeah,
Stop
right?
at 6'3". Get a mirror that make you look 7'3", like Trump do. He's around himself with people that tell him he's 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
He's a fine hunk of a man. They tell him that all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if them women that's around there just getting on their knees, serving it up.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
keep it
hang
clean.
around
I'm
with
keep it
people that nod their heads, man.
clean. Yes,
Yeah.
fun hunt. There's some head nodding
Yeah.
going on.
Oh,
That's
Bobby
how
the
you
Head
got to
Doll,
leave.
you know?
Bill Clinton ain't got nothing on Trump.
Yeah, man, that was a good way.
I can see how the women be acting when they come in there. I think he getting some from the men too. Damn it, they all come in there like they, whatever you say, sir.
Yeah, and start always addressing me, sir. Sir, I was wondering, sir. A man walked up to me and said, "Sir." No, he didn't. Nobody walked up to you. They'd get thrown to the ground. You can't walk up to you.
Not no regular American, not no regular human being. If your ass don't come with a motorcade and your own private security already, you ain't getting close to Trump.
I'm just deciding how much I want to weigh and how tall I want to be, and I'll just start spreading that shit around, you know.
Do it.
I like that.
Do it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. If we can't be delusional at home, why can we be delusional?
I gotta say, man. I mean, I like golf too, but I understand what a 2 handicap is or a 3 handicap is. You know, and yeah, he's probably like an 18 handicap at best. I mean, it's not like he doesn't know how to play golf, but he's physically restricted from being a good golfer. Well,
No, he ain't restricted. He ain't restricted. He got caddies to help him now. He ain't restricted.
Yeah, I love that.
He'd be 100 over par.
I wish I had somebody dropping a ball for me. You know, actually, the
that's what I'm talking about.
Last time I played golf was with Bob Ruggiero. You know, Lefty, and he had a free pass, so he played golf. But I have a wrist problem that reoccurred, and if you chunk anything at all, it's I dropped it in pain. So what we settled for was I didn't want to stop playing. We had like 15 holes left. So he'd tee off, and I'd be waiting in the cart, and then he'd start driving on down. And if it was a par 5, he'd shoot his next shot. And then on his approach shot, as we approached, I'd throw the ball out there. And then he'd wait about 10 seconds to go, there it is, because I could chip, you know. And I do that in my backyard. The reason to me, when I play golf, I always miss the green, but not by much. And I don't always, you know. But it's that backyard shot. If I could just get it to go 8 feet and land there. So I keep the club and balls in the backyard at the time, and I'd get good when I'm waiting at something like that. And I was killer from there, you know. So I know there's something called a pitch and putt. But it's that.
What kind of balls do you leave in your backyard?
Okay. Now I got to go with the double, triple entendre. If we're starting that, I'm going to be really clever, you know.
You said you were missing the green. Just making sure.
Is that from the 70s? Because now it's pretty well bare.
Yeah. Also, too, you know, it's like I would always keep a golf club I didn't have a gun. So I wanted to have something by a doorway. And as long as it was by the doorway.
Ouch.
What are you, Skankle?
Ow.
What are you, Ed Skankle?
Ed Skankle?
That guy's name?
No, hey, I was a long ball hitter to the point when I'd go to a driving range, people would actually wonder how I could hit it that far. And it's simple. It's like I pretend like if I was an actor, I know how to look the move. I know how to imitate the move. It comes from like hammering. It travels up your body like a whip, you know? And I got good at it. So I don't know where the ball's going, but when I hit it, it could go along. I mean, I'd get out of the driving ranges with the fence. You know, I'd get him over the top of that.
Mr. Jim, Mr. Jim,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
What up?
Oh, you on the phone?
I'm not on the phone.
Oh, can you hear me, Mr. Jim?
Yeah, I hear it.
I wanted to respond to something you was talking about earlier about Trump and this reclassification of cannabis.
Okay, what do you think?
Okay, let me tell you how I saw it. Cause one thing about being in the house all the time, chilling on the bed, keeping stuff going in the internet, is I get to watch a lot of news things. I like to watch informative shit. I mean, sometimes I watch stuff that's just for humor, but I like to get some facts with my stuff. You know what I mean?
I do, Walter.
I don't want to.
That's why I like the real story, the history stuff, like
Right.
back in the Revolution. Here's what the Battle of Bunker Hill.
Yeah. You want facts.
Yeah.
So it was just last night, man. I was watching these little podcasts. You know, I got podcasts I like, and I got podcasts I diss and stuff, and I got major ones and I got minor ones. And they was talking about an interview with Trump, and I saw a Trump interview. Trump didn't bring it up about no damn reclassification or nothing.
Nope.
No.
It was the interviewer that shot his ass with that surprise question. See, don't get to thinking not 1 second that this had dumbass, I don't know why he in our White House.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Y'all be over there in the Kremlin, goddammit. Everything he do is for the damn Russians. I gotta go clean up DC so Putin, my boyfriend, will know how nice it look. We gotta have a ballroom. Cause I want to invite Putin and my boys over to come party. We ain't even got enough room for you reporters. God damn. We gotta spend $200 million while we put motherfuckers on the street to die. What in the fuck is wrong with America? But anyway, back to your point, Mr. Jill. Back to your point, Mr. Jill. He didn't bring it up, so don't start getting your hopes up that way.
That matters too, because he's trying to not screw up what he says and trying to not leave it ambiguous.
He don't give a damn if he screws it up or not, because he got immunity. The rest of them dumbasses don't. He gonna skip and go live in Russia with Putin when this shit is over, because he know his ass going down for war crimes.
Well, there's
we the fools to keep waiting. What are we waiting for? The bomb to hit America before we wake the fuck up and say, damn, he really was working for Russia.
You know, here's what's interesting too. As long as, and I'm not saying it like overly negatively, because I don't like to be like partisan where I need Republicans, good guys, to help.
This ain't partisan. No, this ain't partisan. What I'm talking, this American.
You and I, you probably too. I'm a numbers guy. I love numbers. It's not like they don't lie. It's just, they can be rearranged a little to sound better, than another. But I know when I buy something for $14.99, that's goddamn $15. I'm not being fooled, about a 14. Yeah. But the thing is, when this man mentions numbers, it's sort of like, I saw a guy that made $50,000, 60, 80, 100. He made $150,000. It's like in one breath, the number grows, then another number, and it grows. I'm
gonna help you out. Tell him Mr. Jim about how he got all those different percentages for medication. You tell him about it.
I'm going to lower drug prices 500%, 900%, 1,500%. I know that. Oh, come on, didn't you love it when he said that? That everybody was like, "Well, wait a second, you'd be paying."
I almost destroyed my TV watching that dumbass on podcast. Damn.
But don't tell me the truth. Don't you feel even smarter after you listen to him?
No, I feel like, dumb as hell because I know he's working for some other country because he damn so ain't working for them.
Just by listening to him, feel a little.
Oh man. Well, anyway, yeah, the cannabis end of it, it's going to be really weird to be able to ask people, legislators in the state of New Jersey, how they feel about Trump possibly, and we have a candidate for governor who is endorsed by Trump, How does he feel about that? See, this opens the door for us to make it local, New Jersey, by saying to one of the candidates, how do you feel about what President Trump is saying about this does not belong in Schedule 1? I mean, it's
Right.
paraphrasing it, but
Mr.
basically,
Jim, to the whole audience, excuse me.
yeah.
Due to the present conditions that we veterans on fixed income and senior citizens have to live under, can I ask permission to just remove my top shirt? Because even though I got air conditioning in my house I can use, I gotta watch a bill because Georgia Power done went fucking mad, got quadruple prices. I'm like, shit. I don't turn my air conditioner on till after the 7, 8 o'clock period when the prices go back down to maybe you can survive. So
No.
it's all right if I just remove this shirt. I'm sweating like
Yeah.
this.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Lefty's surprised he has a shirt on.
I'm in
Come
the
on,
studio.
Lefty. Solidarity, dude. What's up?
All right.
It's the thing we senior citizens gotta do sometimes to survive this madness. And they say, we gotta be politically correct because the Republicans or the Democrats. When are we gonna have an American party to just say, fuck the dumb shit?
Tits out Tuesday.
No, man. I got my shirt unbuttoned one too many. A couple buttons in solidarity.
Don't get them too excited now, Mr.
That'd be
Jim.
like, somebody loses their hair to cancer. I cut mine real short.
If a woman can't show hugs, she shouldn't be able to show hugs. You can show everything but the little tippy.
Yeah, there was a time when I liked doing that, but I'm 73. I don't fancy it so much anymore.
I applaud you, brother. I applaud you. Living in this world is a challenge.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I have really one singular motivation, and that's medical hunger for patients in New Jersey.
Bro.
And quite frankly, I'm further defining the deathbed promise I made to Cheryl 4 days before she died, when I said, I'm a tired advocate. I'm not tireless. I want to be honest. We knew it was imminent, like week, maybe imminent. And I needed to get that off my chest. So I explained to her that I'm tired, and I don't think I can keep it up, really, And I expected her to say, oh, okay, honey, we've done a lot or whatever. And she went, but you have to. I'm like, oh, man, totally unexpected. And then obligatory, like, why, I already knew the answer. She repeated when I said decades earlier, listen, we've just found out it worked for her with a test. I said, we can do this quiet or we can do it loud. And she meant, what do you mean? I said, well, listen, this is like illegal as shit. We can do it. But how you feel about being open about it. And she said, don't you wish we'd known sooner? And that was it. She says, we should. And I said, well, hell, if I'd known, we knew her since 84, didn't find out about this till 1990. She went downhill like you would not believe in that time. And I didn't know before. Yeah. So then when it was like, you wish we'd known sooner, I'm like, well, I do. She goes, we shouldn't want somebody to have done something for us that we're not willing to do for somebody else. And it made like the most raw sense I've ever heard her make. Mm-hmm. So I agree. All these years later, I can't go on, And she said, you have to, and why? I instantly came to, here's what I'll do. When you're gone, things happen. I'll ask myself, would Cheryl have shown up? And if the answer in my head is yes, I'll show up without you and do the best I can. So that was the promise. But now, where's the end? There is no end. There's never gonna be an end. So no, I don't want to regret that. I have to redefine it. So to me, when this bill has Senator Singleton's Homegrown bill, when it has its informational hearing, the first hearing, I'm done. It's done. Promise is over. I don't have to show up. I'll come here probably for fun because I like hanging with you guys. But I need to know it's over. I'd rather play the guitar. I'd rather relearn the keyboard. I love doing cool shit out in the yard. Miracle Grow, hot damn. Let's do that. I want to do shit that I want to do. And Senator Scutari is goddamn keeping me from doing it.
Right?
So there you go.
Always gotta be one of them scrubs somewhere. The crowd everywhere.
Well, look.
In paradise, there will always be a crowd. Watch your toes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm trying. You realize I hadn't posted anything on Facebook in 24 days myself. I'm in the volunteer. How do I feel? I'll tell you how I feel. No, that's the longest, maybe, unless I was when I got hurt and I was in the hospital. Oh, even then I did, And so I think I'm going to go the other way. I think I'm going to try to be more involved and refine a process and find something hasn't been tried yet, and to give it 1/10 of the effort and thought I gave it decades ago. I need the old. I used to be. My name was Jamiller back then. One word, Jamiller. That was like my alter ego. Jamiller. He's a bold and adventurous man, and I'd walk across the state with it, with a sign for that, and I'd play, hey, let's get arrested. He's a bold and adventurous. Yeah. Where is he? Where is he when we've needed him the last 3 years? I'm struggling with that.
Yeah, Jim. I'm struggling too, man.
Oh, man.
Know it.
I know. I feel like a bitch complaining in front of you, man.
No. I ain't even talking about the stuff I let the folk know about, because I already done hedged my bet. The good Lord God already know we gonna win the cancer thing, because cannabis to be able to be legalized. Not legalized. They not giving us. Wait a minute. Before I go to cannabis, y'all bring me back to that part about cannabis, right? I want to touch on something else, though, Jim. Here's a reality I have to live with every moment of my life. At some point in time, 17 million, which seems like little shit on a piece of paper, is gonna find itself out here in our streets. Hungry, suffering from the elements of cold or heat.
Can I get a name, man?
Reverting back to natural instinct like dogs do that run in packs. And that's why we have animal control to pick up dogs that's stray. If we don't, they will run it in packs and hunt us. We finna put 17 million highly educated along with some uneducated. We got some highly skilled finna hit them streets, along with a lot of unskilled. We got some sane people finna hit that street, and we got a whole lot of insane. The point is this here: if you get sleep at night thinking putting 17 million motherfuckers on the street is a good idea, bitch, I hope you got some real firepower at your house. Don't be talking about, I got me a 30 off 30 and some rounds. But when 17 million come to get what you got, and I'm not talking to poor Americans so much as I am to the billionaires. We can't take from people who ain't got shit.
They're people too.
That safety net was for the billionaires' protection.
I'm getting hoarse just listening to you, Nathan.
That's right. Remember, I got emphysema.
You better tell him, Nathan. That's that Southern passion right there.
No, that's that cannabis that done protected me since the age of 13.
Oh, man.
I've been smoking since I was 13 years old.
Wow.
Nathan, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Why will they never, ever invade the South?
Oh, no.
I'll tell you exactly.
Wait.
Because the weapons, God damn it, the South got guns.
There
we got guns. We got our rights.
Because
no, you better keep it real. I thought we were being real on this show.
Before the Marines do and say, okay, guys, clean up the beer.
Now,
done now.
Wait a minute, you're getting it wrong. I'm not trying to play that game. That's the game they wanted to play. What I'm saying is, when 17 million of all parties, Republicans, MAGAs, progressives, Democrats, Libertarians, or disenfranchised and put on that street, they gonna bind together. And the educated gonna teach the uneducated.
You don't need it, bro.
And the skill gonna teach the skill. And we ain't got shit to lose but a merciful death if you shoot us dead. Better than a slow death of starvation and human to the elements. Tell me. Let me out of misery. That's what's gonna hit our streets. I got a fortress around my house already. Ask anybody that number. Maybe I'll post a photo of it. I got my private all around my property with iron bar gate though. It ain't gonna stop shit though. Listen, government. Listen, people of America. I know we got to get this cannabis legal. First, we got to survive to get it legal. The 17 million folks out there, they ain't got no country got to hit us with a nuclear bomb. We gonna be too busy fighting in this motherfucker. And I ain't mad at them because they trying to survive. Just like me with no shirt on right now.
Mario knows where these are.
We can talk all we want and hope everything gonna be blessed and we gonna be the fortunate ones to make it through. But if we not, meet you on the streets, fellow Americans. On the streets. But go ahead, Mr. Jim. I just wanted to get that in. And if somebody wants to talk about the
You're bringing up a interesting point, though, that in a way, an extension of what you're saying is all that is distracting me from doing what I need to do here in New Jersey. It's
Right.
so what I rely on is people like you and others who are going to be more vociferous to make up for my now. You don't
have to say it.
Yeah, but I showed up at the Trenton No Kings rally.
Damn right, you showed up already. But the time for the rest of us to show up.
I did it for that only because Donald Trump also, among other things, wants to end the federal protections for states that have medical cannabis programs and the federal protection. Yeah. He wants to end that, meaning it's, New Jersey governor, you're not going to do what I want you to do. All right. You got a program where a Schedule I drug is being sold openly. I might get involved. Oh, thank you for your cooperation. It's going to be used as a wedge. So I went there and I got to talk about that. I wasn't a scheduled speaker, but I weaseled my way into the right position to be able to be there and go, hey, let me have a couple seconds here. And I did that. But the sign I made was, relax, Trump. Nobody's paying me to be here. Because it was like, they're being paid. They're paid protesters. And I'm like, screw you. I'm going because, I want to show up. I want to be part of a head count. But by the time I get there and how I am, I have blank signs. Well, let me make up a sign. And I got there early and it rained and it was still fun. And I got to talk about just that without state protections that we didn't have when Governor Christie was asked to go ahead and implement this bill that he inherited. And one of the things he did was delay it by a full 6 months, 6 months of delaying the process. And he said that he wanted assurances from the federal government that they weren't going to interfere. Now, he knew that he wasn't going to get that assurance, but he did have a right to ask for it. It made sense. So, that's important. And it probably won't happen because I've come to realize that his first term, that was up 4 years in a row, and 4 years in a row it didn't happen. And so it's not a new thing. It's not like right now, I want to end the protections as well. He's always been on that side. But so I guess for him to even be saying what he's saying now is a departure somewhat from that. Anyway, it was, the showing up, I don't know. Sometimes I think even more important than to do the little things, to make phone calls. I always say be like Jeff King. If you know Jeff King, you already know what I mean. He doesn't think of the time it takes him to think I should call. He's already going for the phone. He's not planning on what he's going to say. He's just going to engage, and
Right.
he's simple like that, and it gets it done. And I don't think even I can impress upon him how important that is, and that if that's how a lot of other people operated, yeah, it does get things done. Phone calls work, you know. That's something we've never had, by the way. It's called the phone slam. Good, this is about cannabis too. What happened is at Cheryl's memorial in front of the Supreme Court was part of a 3-day thing where there was a congressional press conference that I got to moderate with Barney Frank and well, a couple others. And there was the Students for Sensible Drug Policy had time to get a whole bunch of people there because we were going to do some lobbying as well. And it was, I forget what I was telling you about that. I mean, it was like relative to now, more so than. Well, anyway, it was the showing up part that the students loved it. The phone slam, yeah. From 12 o'clock noon till 1 o'clock, students organized a lot of places on a lot of campuses a phone slam to call their representative, their congressperson. We were doing that, not senators. So that we got underway at about 11 o'clock. Till maybe 1:30, however, but you knew between 12 and 1 that people would be getting calls. So during that hour, sometimes you'd be at the desk saying while you're there and the phone would ring. Hold on. Yeah, so could you hold, please? Okay. And then they start talking and hold on. And then you get to go like, yeah, that's about what I'm talking about, isn't it? And they'd realize they were being interrupted by constituents calling and saying, I want you to listen to the people you're going to be talking to. It was like a direct engagement that what impresses legislators is organization. I've always asked legislators I had to deal with that do deal with you, and you know, at least deal with you, even if they're not even on your side, especially those. What's the difference between getting individual calls about one subject from constituents as opposed to a sign-on letter? And he goes, oh, a sign-on letter for the same number is worth more. And I was surprised. I thought it'd be worth less because it's just, you know, all you got to do is sign on. It doesn't show the initiative of different people coming. But he said it's not the number of people, it's the organization that we react to. Makes perfect sense, right? I mean, but that was counterintuitive to me. And I was already seemingly a veteran of doing this, you know. So, you know, it was, but then it was the only way to show up. Now, you know, you can be at Zoom meetings, you can go to a CRC meeting and have something to say from the comfort of your own home. It's even easier now. And I don't think people take advantage of it. I don't. I mean, I'm guilty as well. You know, but the times that I think of calling somebody and try to be like Jeff King, I try to do that. It's like, if I just called OLS, I don't mind talking to legislative services, you know, calling, getting information and trying to be ready. There's nothing worse than having an opportunity and not being ready. There'd be nothing worse than having Senate President Scutari say, okay, I will engage you for 15 to 20 minutes on a YouTube StreamYard thing or a Zoom meeting or whatever. You record it, you know, so we all have footage like that. And because I saw it happen in Wisconsin when a similar situation, and the lady, Senator Leah Vukmir, got cornered by a woman who was showing up, and she had the video, and Leah Vukmir just sat there, okay, and talked with her for about 8 to 10 minutes. And the one who finally cornered her didn't land a knockout blow, didn't even move. She got handled, wasn't ready for the success. So my worry has become, like, after all this years of refusing to discuss why
We're not getting anything for it
allow
though right now. 'Cause
Bill
you
to be
went-
heard, when he does, I'm already making notes the things to be discussed. And another thing nobody's asked him, he could answer, like, real quick. Why were the original provisions pulled out of the bill? Like, look at a Facebook post I made like an hour ago. Yeah, he was blindsided on June 6th, 2009, when he was thrilled that finally the head of the Assembly Health Committee was going to take up the bill that he passed out of the Senate, including home grow provisions, 2216 on the full Senate floor. Boom, come on, Herb, get this bill up. Boom, come on, pushing Herb Conaway. And he scheduled a hearing. And of course, right before the hearing, found out that home grow provisions and a couple other things were pulled out. Nick Scutari got blindsided. He wasn't happy. I posted a picture of him in the hallway after. Now, when you spend 5 years getting medical marijuana legalized for sick and dying people in New Jersey, and when it gets that close, when you've got it out on the full Senate floor and the Assembly's got it, and you get that close, you would think the bill getting out of the Assembly Committee would be a cause for celebration and smiling faces, right? We're getting patients off the battlefield. Yeah, but no home grow. Him and Reed Goussior, a picture of them, they were like this, like talking to the media. They should have been like, yeah, we got it done. And they weren't, because he was blindsided too. So the thing is, he knows why. The Assemblyman, Health Committee Chairman Conaway didn't have the juice to make that decision. Somebody petitioned to have that happen with some power. No transparency here. And the decision was made, and it wasn't Herb Conaway's decision, but he had to follow through on it. So he had to explain maybe that morning, right before the committee hearing, to the authors of the bill, three people that were there, Assemblyman Michael Patrick Carroll, who's a co-sponsor of the Assembly version, Reed Goussior, the actual author of the original bill, and Scutari, who got his shit passed. They were all there to speak, and they didn't know. So they got to talk for about 10 minutes first. The public was not allowed to speak. They weren't going to debate. They didn't discuss anything as a committee. He read the bill. They sat down and voted yes. It was like a railroad job, and he knows why. So I think it's reasonable to say at this point, you've had a blockade on a hearing for this bill for 3 years, 7 months, and 1 day. We'd like to know why the 6 plant provisions per patient that you had passed in the original bill in February 2009, why was that pulled out? It wasn't Herb Conaway's decision. Who was the architect of that happening? He knows. Now, I maintain that when you want to fix something like this, you want to know what broke it. You want to know why the wheels fell off of that part. And patients deserve to know why. Advocates deserve to know why. What broke, so they know how to fix it. And the simplest question starts with, whatever it was that scuttled it, does that reason still exist? That's a fair freaking question. You won't tell us what it is, why that happened. You know why. You won't say, does the reason still exist? Because if it does, we're just pissing into the wind. And it's not going to do anything. Patients deserve better. They deserve to know what happened, who's being protected, why. Hey, Assemblyman Conaway's a congressman now. He's out of the state legislative picture. What do we want to protect? I mean, so I don't know why within the cannabis community this isn't more egregious feeling. I mean, why? No, why? That's when I say our fault. I don't mean us here. I mean the cannabis community who wants this change. It's our fault. That's a. come on, 3 years, 7 months, and 1 day, one guy can stop a bill from being heard. You know, that's pretty ridiculous.
Where are you, Lefty?
No, he can't hear you now.
Oh, where is he?
Yeah, he can. He can hear everybody. He's muted.
Oh,
But if he can
yeah.
he can hear me saying he's muted. Lefty, you're muted.
I know.
Ah,
Where you at?
I'm going out to smoke.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Not allowed
I'll
to
join
consume.
you.
Yeah. Well, there you are. You know what? I commend you for being this long. Yeah, when you have to go out to smoke, you usually get on it like in 15 minutes, you know. You're muted again, but
That's
I can't
okay.
go a whole podcast without smoking weed. It ain't happening.
it doesn't need to happen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Liz.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Miss Liz. Nice to see you with a big, pretty smile on your face. You have to excuse my appearance when you first got here.
Don't
the gentleman
worry.
understood, but now that you're here, out of respect for your womanhood, I go ahead and put my shirt back on. You know how we
Oh,
do.
that's so sweet. Thank you.
Chivalry is not dead in America yet.
I am very happy to hear that.
But it's on its way out fast, though, Miss Liz. So watch yourself. This is going out fast.
Yes, it is.
Woo.
Yeah. Wow. Lefty. Look at that.
Miss Liz,
Still get to downtown.
Yep.
you got any thoughts on this homegrown? The rights of people to home grow their own cannabis at home and not be interfered with by the government?
I think it's none of the government's business what we grow on our own property. We can grow tomatoes, we can grow mushrooms, we can grow other things.
We can grow Jimson weed, yet if you open them pods and eat them, you will trip your butt off. And you can't get rid of them. They can be digging up a new roadway and never had Jimson weed in 30 years, and it'll start growing. And in October, kids walking by going to school. For years, it was always like there was a few week period where, you know, that you could have a couple maybe and get a buzz. Always made me curious. I'm a
firm believer in it. I think it's not going to affect the dispensaries or the cultivators at all. There's enough game for everyone.
Forget them other things for right now. Forget anything that's in the public arena. Forget everything in the public arena. Do you believe that the Constitution is written to guarantee that all American citizens they have these inalienable rights that are very much spoken to by the Fourth Amendment, which is establishing the rights of the people to be let alone by the government?
Pretty much.
The Fourth Amendment, as it is written, is to draw a line to where the government powers, got to have some kind of borders. You got to have some markers. This say your power is not all absolute, government. People have a right to be secure in their person, their home, and their property, right?
Oh, yeah.
But see, would you be willing to make a trade-off? Because we can win if we can just follow what Schaefer told us to use in the National Commission on Marijuana and Drug Abuse report.
Well,
he told us how to beat them. Look, Schaefer told us we don't have to reinvent no wheel. Already done filled in all the blanks where they had the questions with actual government documents, so we don't have to do all that. Schaefer let us know. They cannot come after us if we keep it on our private property. All this shit about we want to be able to drive our cars in public and smoke. We want everybody to see us smoke at the concert. We want to act just as crazy as them people with alcohol. Well, that ain't going to work because the government owns the public arena.
But the discussion is not being had. Would you not agree then that this needs to be discussed publicly? In other words, you can't say we're going to think about it for a year. It needs to be discussed along the way.
I agree. We can't be putting it off. We ain't got time.
Okay,
You right, Jim.
so this should be about discussion, not about the end result. It should be about the fact that discussion is thwarted at every turn, and right back to it here in New Jersey, discussion on home grow is not, a bill in particular is not allowed to happen officially in a committee. So the discussion is being prevented, as I put it earlier in my post. Scutari, he is denying his underlings the information they need from pertinent and credible testimony given both pro and con at an informational committee hearing. They need that information to glean what they need out of it. So without it, by definition, they are being prevented from having a well-defined opinion.
Mr. Jim, I'm finna go lay down before I want to say this to you right quick. Mr. Jim, I feel for your problems in New Jersey. But see, the reason I'm letting you talk so much, or it's not me letting you, because you're a grown ass man. But what I'm saying is, the reason I haven't interrupted is because here in Georgia, the state is still running from my black ass.
Yeah.
You get me that trial transcript.
Oh, damn.
We'll give them a new trial with a constitutional challenge, with constitutional questions, and every question that was left open from the days of Schaefer on have been documented, government documentation, to be shown to the people of the 12 jury. So that we ain't asking, and we damn sure ain't begging the state of Georgia to give us no home grow. We just got to be responsible enough for adults. I wish my phone stopped ringing. We just got to be, we just got to be responsible enough cannabis folks to understand how the Constitution protects us and stop trying to make it bend to our will. If we can just say, look, cannabis is good, but I ain't gotta have it every damn place I go. I can grow my own plants at home. I can harvest my own buds at home. I can medicate myself with it, or if I just want to use it recreationally, I can do that too in the privacy of my own home. But that's where it ends. When we bring that stuff out into the public arena, off our property, with this bullshit about we gonna make the government bend to our will or what we want to do. We want to be able to drive and smoke. Go to what they call them, cannabis cafes, like they got liquor places. Don't y'all know the alcohol model was the worst model that was ever invented? Why repeat it and try to win? That's why they ain't never won. Because everybody trying to make some money before they first give the plant to the people.
And the cannabis,
give the plant to the people, and then you can make all the damn money you want to make.
You know, we're having the cannabis cafes being introduced here in New Jersey. But the thing is, the consumption areas, you pay $5 for 30 minutes. It's like, I keep joking about, well, then how about people sitting on the front porch and say, shit, you can smoke on my porch for giving me a joint. Never mind the $5. You can stay an hour and a half. And the idea, time limit, it's like ready, set, go.
I gotta go, y'all. This shirt killing me, man. This shirt killing me, and I can't cut. Look, I suffered this till about 7 o'clock, and I cut the AC on, but all my bills is paid. So that's an American. That's one of our American traits. We pay our fucking bills, but all my bills is paid. But so Georgia Power don't kill me with this bill. I have to suffer through it in these moments where it's just high humidity, but I can still kind of deal with my shirt off. But hey, I like to talk to y'all a long time. But out of respect for the chastity of Miss Liz, I'm just gonna dip so I can take off my shirt. The lab rat got him on the run too well to just die and help these crazy motherfuckers of Georgia.
What
they
time
do want me dead? They want me dead.
Nathan, what time do the rates go down for
they go down supposedly after 7 o'clock, but I don't trust nobody no more that Trump done told all these businesses they
so
can do
you
all
get the bill. Yeah, you get the bill and go, what the hell?
I saw my last bill. Now look, my bills usually be about, I expect it to be crazy in the heat, usually somewhere about 150, 170. Damn, that shit came $489. I like, let me regroup a minute. I'm glad I pay all my bills, so all my credit shit paid, everybody ready to go, and I can utilize a little right now and pay them right back off. So I'm even Steven. I sleep better when I don't owe nobody. But sometimes in this world, growing up, we gotta learn. We gotta make some sacrifices. Damn, cut that AC off. Shit, you want a revolution, but your ass can't cut the air conditioner off. Crazy world. I don't know. How you gonna fight from inside your house? Drones? Or we're gonna drone everybody to death. Oh my Lord. All right, I said enough. And if I can come back, I will. Woo. Woo.
Relax, man. Oh man.
What'd you all do with your $30 rebate?
What $30 rebate? I got no rebate.
No, I didn't get one.
Yeah,
From
I
who?
Need to lay down. That's what it is. I just need to lay down.
Governor Murphy. Governor Murphy.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I got
No?
nothing.
Oh, okay, just asking.
Maybe we should just go on all of our governors tonight.
Yeah, all the governors suck today.
Governor Murphy, Governor Ron DeSantis, talking to y'all.
Who's the governor of Georgia?
Brian Kemp.
Oh, okay.
Governor of Georgia.
Frank Kemp.
Yeah, is
They're
he?
all against it.
And the Democrats are Republicans down there, and the Republicans are Democrats. It's totally
Yeah.
flipped over around there.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can always solve that with a mid-decade redistricting, though. You know.
Woo.
You can. Just, you know, hey, 5 years. Yeah, why wait another 5 years? Let's redistrict 5 extra seats. Oh, you know what? Seriously, that's a deterioration I've never even imagined that you'd have one really large state do that, and then another really large state say, well, we're going to do that too. And then what? There's going to be a redistricting everybody every 5 years. You know, never seen it happen. It's just right out in the open shit gets contagious, you know, and nobody wins. I mean, really, if I take $5 from you and you don't know it, and you take $5 from me and I don't know it, nothing's changed.
And if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yeah, well.
I just posted a new video, guys.
I was just gonna say nothing changes. Anybody out there, if you have Xfinity or any other internet service and you done paid for a certain amount of megabytes per second, you know, for your home, there are some free places you can go on the internet. All you gotta do is get on your browser, type speed test and just go speed test, and they'll give you a whole bunch of choices, but you want .net. And then it'll pop up and it just asks you to click it. And it will tell you what your upload speed is, as well as what your download speed is. Now, your download speed is what they sold you. Okay? And that works because the smaller number you're going to see is your uplink. It doesn't need as much memory information to ask for a particular site on the World Wide Web. It don't need that much. I want to go to www somebody. Damn, that don't take much. But if you can use the rest of that bandwidth to bring all that information down you don't request it makes it so much faster that it looks like it happened instantaneous. I helped develop the ADSL network for Bell South, from prototype to what they called the DSL in 9 states.
Wow.
Check your speed. Like, I just got into it. Well, I didn't get into it because I'm real nice to them people in the Philippines that talk to me for Xfinity. If you happen to know the number to get a live agent like I do. And they ran tests because I said my speeds are slowing down. And The tech start talking to me, and we start talking that tech language because I already know. All you gotta do is send a ping and tell me the speed back from the ping of the signal coming, hitting my device, and coming back to you. What you got? And what they gave me was no 600 megabytes per second. So the lady told me, she said, you know what, y'all, you know what you can do? Just go to speed test and .net. And all they're gonna ask you is, do you want to run the test? You ain't got to give it no information. Any of them ask you for some information, you don't went to the wrong one. All you doing is clicking and it's run the test. To give you the amount. I'm paying for 600 megabytes per second, and I'm right now getting 200 megabytes per second. So it's got an escalation on it with Xfinity. Somebody please go look and correct this problem. The reason I bring that up is these hidden charges like Jim and Miss Liz was talking about. These hidden charges, they are doing stuff. We think we are getting what we are paying for. But just like out there in the real world in the market, we getting less and paying more. And now, if they figure you won't know the difference, they didn't think, I'm sorry, my phone's so busy over there. I'm sorry, these people keep calling me. Look, these folks have the open, they feel bold now. So why do they have to actually give you what you pay for? It's hard to tell the difference between 200 megabytes per second coming down and 600 megabytes coming down. They coming so fast, you don't notice because it seems instantaneous. So they selling you less or leaving you with what you already had, making you pay for an upgrade that they're not giving you. And I want to be sure, I don't want to just give the Xfinity folks a bad name. That's why I say, go to your browser, whether it be Firefox or Chrome or whatever you use, type in speed, SPEED, test, TEST, and you can either put the .net yourself or you should get some choices that's going to pop up right there. It don't hurt to check. It ain't going to take longer than about 2 or 3 seconds to tell you if you're getting what you're paying for, because everybody out the ripper's off.
Always check your
Always
speed.
check your speed.
Always check it.
Always.
Check your speed.
Yep, always. Good tip. Thank you.
Okay, I got to get back on my bed, y'all. Hold on.
Feel better.
Oh,
I'm gonna put that out like the old public service announcement. You know, all the time I come across stuff like that. You know, did you know?
Did you get a box there, Lefty?
I have my weed box here.
Oh, I thought maybe you got a gifting box.
Rolling up some weed here.
Mm.
What are we smoking? Happy Farmer?
Happy Farmer gunpowder milkshake.
Gunpowder milkshake for Happy Farmer.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yes, my first time smoking it.
How come you're not in your studio today?
I wish I had some. Georgia says it's legal for y'all to interstate traffic. I wish I had some. Hint, hint.
For real though. You gotta come to Jersey, man. You gotta come to Jersey, Nate. I'll go down to Georgia too on my way home to Florida.
Yeah,
I'm on parole. I can't go nowhere. What you talking about? Come to Jersey.
I'll go to you.
I'll go to be on your podcast talking this shit. They just don't want to mess with me because they trying to duck me already. They down there. They get up right now.
Come on now. Damn. Yeah, I'm fixing to go back to Florida soon to visit. I haven't been there in 2 years, so I want to make a trip back down 95 soon. That is
Farmer. Happy Farmer.
Okay.
Happy.
I think I have some of theirs. And what's that?
They're not a sponsor. They're just wraps. They're not a sponsor, so screw them.
Yep. I did an unpackaging today for the stuff I got from Blackburn for this month's reviews.
Nice.
And I got one from Puffin. that I'll publish, what's today, Tuesday, maybe Thursday.
Hmm.
And then some reviews.
Will you give a bad review?
No, I will give an honest review and I will find something positive to say. And
Right.
when I have the negative things to say, I will say them in a way that comes across that they don't realize I'm telling them they suck.
Yeah, I mean, I just had some weed that I bought, and it was very dry. It was just picked in June, and the jar, when I opened it up, you crumble the bud up to dust.
Ooh.
Dust. That jar had to be open all this time. So
Yeah.
So we're gonna-
yeah, I don't
Sitting
want to say who it
open,
was, but they need to fix these issues because that's not good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I don't really have that issue. It's
No,
well,
it's not an issue.
I can't afford to purchase a regular my normal, which is really kind of mild compared to the old days, actually. But I can't do it at anywhere near even dispensaries' best prices. Uh, so having a good home delivery deal with somebody
Mm.
that's at a standard one price. I got this and I got that, and it's like one good low price. And
Good.
but then it's not like you have um, it's a different, you have wanders. If you had something specific you wanted, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Right.
But my horizons for things are like so broad that all it's got to do is be of a certain level, and it always is. So at least and then other than buying, I don't have to buy like see how cheap I can buy something to make balm, uh, food grade edible balm, and certainly works great rubbing on. So actually, people, oh, you use that for balm? Like, well, yeah, it's the same thing I'd be smoking, only it's being made into balm, and that just like really freaks people out for some reason. Like that's not the way you should do it.
Oh man.
But
If you
thing is, when you take like, oh, I like this better than that, there's always something that's getting pushed to the back of the drawer.
Yeah.
And after, if it hasn't been recycled into through me in a month, yeah, that's what's going in the bomb. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't, so it does allow me to consolidate little minor inventories of different things.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a bunch of jars that have like a bowl full in them. But
Yeah.
I don't want to use them just in case I can't get it again. Like I have a bunch of them and they
Yeah.
have one or two bowl worth in them.
Yeah. What do you think's the best way to, if you're going to store something?
In a dark jar, in a dark place.
So it wouldn't matter. Some people, I freeze it. Does that work? Freezing above?
Like this.
Yeah. Okay, it's dark. Yeah, I see. All right.
I don't like keeping things in plastic. Now this is I've had this for a while. I ground it up and it's fine.
All right.
I'm a big believer in the keeping things dark. But then I wind up with all these jars,
Yeah.
and they have like one thing in them and there's like hardly any in here.
That goes into my balm amount. It starts at
Yeah.
just having half an ounce to run through even.
You'd have done really well if you had been able to get to what was it? Air in Woodbridge.
Yeah,
Last
no, that
week
was
they had the 12.50 a quarter ounce
Yeah.
already ground.
Yeah, that would have made some good balm.
That was a steal. That was a start the car moment.
Yeah. Well. And Shore Grow's having their Saturday event. Wait a minute, today's the 12th.
Where?
Is that a Friday event? Shore Grow in on Route 35 north of Metro. Oh, where'd they move to? It's on Route 35. Below you would get to the bridge, going, the bridge there divides North and South Jersey. The massive, it's like below that on Route 35, but it's a really easy drive by way of basically I arrive from 195 across the state and then go straight to Route 18, which will kind of wind right up to where it is. So it's about an hour drive to me.
Okay.
And, but I got to make sure exactly. I got to get my dates straight because I've done this before. And as long as it's not Sunday, and I'm thinking 15th, but if today's the 12th, it makes Friday the 15th. Yeah.
It's Saturday.
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 Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Yeah, that would be the 16th then.
I have to make flyers and brochures.
Yeah. So are you tabling there? Are you going to have a table there?
Yeah, we'll have a table, and they invited Rattari.
Who's that?
Shore Grow.
Shore Grow?
Yeah, they're going to have, they have a band, some tabling. It's just, I haven't been to one at this venue since they moved. I'm curious to see how they pull that off. But Tom's, he's pretty smart, has good foresight. It's not the first time there, so I'm guessing it's, I missed the last one. But I'm definitely going to be there for that. Looking forward to it. Bye-bye, you're muted. Mute you.
Yeah, that should be fun, I said.
Yeah, well, I like, Tom helps patients and behind the scenes. And, I like to support anything people like that do. It's really interesting, though, you'll find some seriously knowledgeable growers having discussions at these events. So it's pretty interesting. It can be. And then there's people, I guess there's a little, where people have speaking, a little, not like a panel discussion per se, but, that as well. So, yes, I am looking forward to that. Yeehaw. Well, I don't have anything here.
This Happy Farmer is amazing, very terpy. What are you tasting there? What are you tasting in that? It's yummy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Terpy sounds like a.
Yeah, it is very fruity.
Like
Check my vault.
Terpy sounds like a dyslexic way of saying trippy.
What's the
Terpy.
what does the back say on it?
Terpy.
Oh, threw it away.
Oh, you tucked it?
That's what I do. Threw it away. Threw it in the bag. I don't know where it is. I tossed it. So I can't tell you the terps, but it's terpy as hell. It's nice. I recommend Happy Farmer. We've smoked Happy Farmer on the podcast before. I'm very happy with this brand. They put some love into the product. Are they the ones that put the humidity packs in the pre-rolls? Yeah, they put humidity packs in the pre-rolls. They're on the ball.
All right, I have tropical gelato. I actually do have a Happy Farmer.
Gelato.
I'm gonna try it.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, God, I hate zipper bags.
I have Zope. I like Zope.
Any new strains, Brandon? Any new companies coming
We
in?
have a lot. We have
Yeah.
Kind and we have Later Days.
Later Days is good. I
We
tried that.
have Essence.
Essence.
Verano. We have Botanist.
Botanist back in
We
the house.
have, what else do we have? I'm just like trying to visualize like the product that we have in the
Yeah,
back.
come to Mad Hatter. Get all your
I'll tell you
products
right
here.
now. I have a list of the brands.
You should be getting the Just a Woman new line.
Oh, just the
yeah.
woman's coming in. Oh, it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh
That's
man,
nice.
she's
We
got
need
some
that.
good stuff. She's got some
Yeah.
good stuff coming out.
I've heard of that brand before. I've never had anything from them, but definitely looking forward to that. That's gonna be big. That's gonna be
The
big.
menu is fatter at the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it keeps getting fatter. So we have right now. We
All
have
right, they are
Agriculture-
losing a point because I can't get this fucking thing open.
Ding ding.
So the brands that we have, guys, I have Agrikind, Avexia. We have Biss. We have like the Biss drinks.
Nice.
We have Bold by Botanist. We have Chiba Chews.
Chiba Chews.
We got Drool.
Chiba Chews are good.
Yeah, oh yeah. From what I heard, I haven't had them yet myself, but I want to try them. Then we have Encore. We have Good Greens. We have Green Joy. We have Groon, both Mega and Pearls. We have Hamilton Farms.
Hamilton Farms.
We have Happy Farmer, which is
Happy Farmer.
right now. We have Jenny.
Wow.
We have Kind.
Kind.
We have Later Days.
Later Days.
Love Buzz Farms.
What's that?
Love Buzz Farms. They like to share pre-rolls.
Pre-rolls from Love Buzz Farms.
Yeah, we have those. We have M80s. Those are like the
M80s.
they're called not the fireworks. They're
Yeah,
the,
I just
thermal
finished an
cherry.
M80.
Did you try the thermal cherry yet? I haven't tried it. I was talking about with my coworker today, but she said she hasn't had it yet. So I'm
No, I had Firecracker.
firecracker. Ooh. I'm gonna try that.
This Happy Farmer is pretty impressive. It's got
Oh,
3
man.
buds in it, and that's it.
Yes. The teenth you're talking about?
Huh?
They're called teenths.
Yeah, it's a teenth. It's one and a
Instead of
half.
an eighth, it's a teenth.
One and
No,
an eighth.
this is an 1/8,
Oh, it's an
This is-
eighth?
but the size of the bud is ridiculous.
Oh, the nugs. Yeah,
Oh.
listen, Happy Farmer, they do some of the best work I've ever seen. Like, literally, every time I had it, they had a strain that I got called the Lux Sugar Cane. That's like my favorite strain.
Well, we're gonna pre-roll one of these bad boys up. So
Happy
hang
Farmer
tight,
is-
team.
Happy Farmer's doing very good. What else do we have?
And you can tell the Happy Farmer rep that Liz Lights Up did a review
I will,
on the
definitely.
show, and they should reach out to me because
Definitely.
they should.
Write that down, Liz Lights.
Yeah, we liked it. We all liked it.
So
Yeah, when you get vendors in there, you gotta give me a call. I need to get in there. with you
Yeah.
guys.
I'm writing it down right now.
This the tropical gelato, which is what I'm smoking. Going to be
Oh, that's
smoking.
good.
It's nice. It's not overly moist. It's a little sticky, not overly sticky.
Smells good.
Smells
That's a Happy
very
Farmer?
good.
That's from Happy Farmer?
Yep, this is a Happy Farmer Tropicana cookies times Project 4516.
Anything with Tropicana cookies in it is really good.
Well,
don't
I
know
believe
why.
you, and we're about to find out.
Yeah, because with Agrikind, we have something called Trop Cherry. Oh man, I think it's Tropicana cookies and cherry punch, if I'm not
I've
mistaken.
had that.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that flower
Actually-
is beautiful. It's beautiful, literally everything about it. Like once from the moment you open up the bag to the moment you smoke it and get the high. Like the story behind that one, I came home with it one day and I showed my brother Alex. He works at Mad Hatter too. Y'all to come
Yep.
check out Alex at Mad Hatter. You met Alex, didn't you? You met my brother.
Yeah, I met Alex.
Yeah. So we were smoking. I was like, dude, look at this, and you tell me what you think. He opens the bag, he smells it, he looks at it, he goes, bro, I don't think you're ready for this. He's literally so acid. I was like, it can't be that good, is it? He's like, dude,
Yeah.
you see for yourself. He gives
Yeah.
me the bag back. I look at it, and I'm like, whoa. Like, it looks so good. Like, it has so many different colors to it.
Uh-huh.
It smells lovely. Then down to when you roll it and smoke it, the taste amazing, and the high just...
I
The
can't wait
Agrikind-
to roll it. I'm putting it in a bowl.
Tell you, between Agrikind, Happy Farmer, and Rhythm, we're like the top 3 for us, like as far as quality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my personal opinion, of course, because everybody likes something different, but
Yeah.
in essence, it's really good stuff. Those three.
And
Thumbs up.
what do you look for when you're looking at a product? Like, you know, what makes it a 5 out of 5 for you?
I'll go down the line, I guess, just like if I ran down with a customer. The first thing I usually ask them is indica, sativa, or hybrid. So for me, I would say I like hybrid and indica. I could do either or. Sativa is cool too. Like, I guess it depends on the place, you know, the point
It
of time.
depends on the terpenes and the percentages.
Yes, that as well. That's another thing. And that's getting down to that, like the nitty gritty. So that's just step one. Then yes, I start looking at, like, I'll start with strains, right? I'll look at the strain names. Then when I get in there, I'll start looking at the terps, what it's mixed, what what the crossbreed is, if it's a crossbreed, things like that. And then I think that's pretty much everything that I look for in product.
Okay.
I know I mostly smoke flower.
One of the things, you know, that I look for, and I'm a sucker for good packaging. I really am. I am one of those people that, you know, even though I was in marketing for 20 years and I know all the tricks of the trade, I still fall prey to them, you know? So I look at the packaging, the ease of opening it, because that's a biggie, especially, you know, for us old people. And then, you know, then follow with the rest of it. But it's flavor, it's consistency. So if you get the same high from a pre-roll as you do from a bowl and a one hitter, you know, that's a good thing. I smoke it at different times of the day and take into consideration, you know, what I've done and what I'm doing, what I want to do. And all things like that.
Hybrid is become so vague to me.
Everything's hybrid.
I mean, and you're right. So it's hybrid 60-40, 70-30. Wow. 80-20. Well, that's almost 90. You know, and I'm not looking necessarily 100%, but it does lean one way or the other. And again, that isn't really criteria for me. You know, I have very little criteria.
This is good.
But it's all hybrid. So so you know, I mean, it's always like, well, what lean is it? You know, so if I go to look up cannabis strains, you know, that's where they get into the 70-30, 60-40.
Right.
You know, at least gives me an idea. And then again, I don't know. I used to be more particular, but I like kind of being surprised, having sort of a potluck. You know, it's like, which is it? I don't know. I mean, I could find out. But if I don't know, shouldn't I be able to tell? And if I can't tell, oh, okay. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. Well, so far this is easy on my throat. As you see, I haven't out coughed yet.
Yeah, that's important.
No, and absolutely. These are, you know, I can handle this smoke. It's very flavorful. It really is.
Oh yeah, and Lefty, I'm out at 6 o'clock because there's also the coalitions for medical marijuana's monthly Zoom meeting tonight, so I have to have dinner in between.
What's on the agenda?
Well, it's going to be interesting because Ken's not going to be there, and Michael Brennan's going to be trying to take care of it. And I figure it's just going to be something you might understand because, I mean, if he hasn't done this himself, and, you know, I don't know, Michael, he's going to do the best he can and all, but it's just not going to be, I don't know, kind of like a train wreck I'm going to watch. I appreciate that he's doing it. I don't, you know, but I do know that I just want to still have to make sure. When was the last time Nick's guitar ignored engagement opportunity with the coalition, and there's no clear answer. And I'm a firm believer in getting turned down regularly, so as it doesn't seem like it wasn't that important, but not too much. But who's contacted him trying to get an appointment of some sort to discuss something and actually got through in the past year? I don't think anybody's actually been able to get through and talk to him longer than that. But to be able to say he refuses to talk to anybody, how do you substantiate that? Nobody, that's why I like the email trail method, because you can substantiate every contact you made. And that's why if they say, listen, can we have a phone conversation? I'd say I'd really like to record it. No offense. I want to remember everything. That's why I prefer email, because I can go back and it's the exact words. Yes, that's what it is. But that also works then for having a Zoom meeting and just record the meeting. So it just seems like that should make it easier to have some frank discussions and a little better transparency. And obviously, it's not being used for that. So sometimes showing up in person is necessary.
I'm not being weird. I'm trying to see my pain level.
Got to check it out. I get it.
Well, yeah, my neck. And where to go?
Yeah.
The pain has been alleviated. And actually, this is very good weed. Very, very good. You need to tell the happy farmer that they need to reach out to me like ASAP.
Definitely. Definitely. I got you. I'll make sure as soon as they come in. When did they come in? I'm trying to think if they came in.
Thanks, baby. I love their weed. I'm glad you brought it up today. And I'm glad I had some.
Absolutely. It's good stuff. Like I was saying before, I've never had anything bad from Happy Farmer. Every time I had something from them, the flower was always moist. Strains were always good.
Yeah.
I had no issues with it whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. This is definitely something I would promote, and I will promote if they want to join up. I think they're a good company.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you 100%.
And these buds are quality.
Yes. Yeah, Happy Farmer. Shouts out to Happy Farmer, definitely.
Yeah, that's their free review.
Definitely, right? And if you're listening, Happy Farmer, I need deluxe sugar cane. If you guys are listening.
Happy Farmer's getting a 4 out of 5 only because of that damn zipper. Otherwise, they get a 5 out of 5. Zippers and I have a love-hate relationship, mostly hate.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah,
We'll give them a 4.5.
If you have arthritis or neuropathy, it's not good.
It's not for neuropathy?
And if you have both, forget about it. I can't open half this shit.
I know.
Scissors. I take scissors sometimes to a bag.
That's what I do. That's why I save every jar I have, because once I cut it open, I put it right in a black jar. Took me a long time to build that collection.
What else do they have? So,
I noticed about getting rid of pain as I'm smoking. When things really hurt and I had something really good, I almost never noticed the pain going away. It was just suddenly gone. And yet when I'm feeling it every second, I would have thought I would feel it not click off like a switch, but it's like when a car stops, you always feel something. When the pain goes away, it's like it sneaks away. And I find that pleasantly interesting, Hey,
it's like all of a sudden you realize that, oh, wait, I have no pain.
But if it was really a commanding pain, You know, the real show though was the synergy between that and opiates. When I had to have, I could not stand it without it when I had my foot injuries, and it was really severe. And the difference between having Dilaudid IV and or not
That never
IV.
did anything for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dilaudid was pretty sweet. Actually, when they
No.
put it when they put it into the portal, involuntarily I went for a second, and then it was like 3 or 4 seconds of almost turning into oh.
Yeah, nothing. Didn't touch me
However,
when I broke
however,
my hip.
on the when I couldn't achieve pain relief in the hospital the first time, and you know I was in 8, 10, 12, and 29 days total, but the first one was 8 and get rid of me till the swelling goes down. I couldn't do anything after the operations they did, and to have the guy taking me home have a big fatty, and now we got to figure out how to get me in the back seat of his vehicle. You know, you got to get the wheelchair up, and I mean, I was in pain, I was immobile from all sorts of things. And just when I'd got my feet in there, and okay, now I'm going to try to slide in, he stuck a big fat one in my mouth, and there's like 4 or 5 medical personnel right there making sure everything goes right, and never said a word. It was lit, put it in, and by the time I got in the car, it was gone. The pain was gone. For the first time, it was like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I just went from, all the king's horses and all the king's men in the hospital couldn't put Jim's pain back away again. And then this thing stuck in my mouth and inhaled for a minute, maybe 2 minutes afterwards. And that just blew me away. And I already knew about it. I mean, geez, I've been on the job for decades by then. But then being the patient and having the personal experience, man,
Oh, yeah.
I thought I understood shit that you cannot understand till it happens to you. Not to mention total loss of any personal dignity in a healthcare situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, never should somebody have to be hanging from the bar across the top if you have one for traction. To be hanging there just above the bedpan they have in hospital, because I couldn't go, and
Uh-huh.
I had to pass a tennis ball, and I was like doing that,
Oh.
but I guess it was because I think I must have had a heart monitor on, that it was like, and all at once, and there is absolutely no dignity in being like some sort of monkey trying to get a tennis ball out of your ass,
Let me tell you something. I was in the hospital 5 weeks and then rehab for 2 with a broken hip and
That's
could
long.
not move. It was
Man.
terrible.
That's got to be the worst, broken hip. I can't imagine that.
I went to rehab because I had to learn to walk again. And I got out of rehab a lot quicker than they expected.
That's good.
They were looking at 3 weeks to a month. I was out of there in 14 days. I was like, oh, no. My ass is going home. And I did, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, the fun of Hurricane Sandy disrupting power, and that was after starting a 6-week vancomycin IV to get rid of infection that wouldn't go away, and then being home and then no electricity, and having to do my own infusion by like flashlight at night. It's like, it was pretty strange. And not knowing what backwash was, and not being in the hospital, and not being able to get anybody out because of the conditions, roads, traveling. And I'm like, oh my God, there's blood in the, and finally got a hold of somebody. He said, relax. It's okay. But yeah, it just made me realize, I mean, my God, if there was 70,000 registered patients in New Jersey, and you went to the 1,000 unique, really more challenging lives of patients,
Mm-hmm.
it's so much going on that would be impossible to imagine. But knowing that it's there, that used to be part of what bothered me when I did way more public speaking, was wherever I was, I could say, listen, it's a fact, and I know it, that within a way less than a mile radius around me right now, there's more than a few people crying out in pain because they can't help it, and their families are scared, and their kids are worried, and all that. And I don't think we should make them beg and come out and show up in freaking person to become real. I know they're there, and because that was, unavoidably part of my life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's why it still seems should be more in people's home. Again, not just video testimonials. I mean, there's so much accessibility to put this in front of people. Where back in the day when Lefty and I both knew the same Pete Christopher, who would be like doing everything he could to try to get something ready for public access television. That was it. That was the only game in town, to go through what it took to get something to do that. And now I have this, which I can make something on if I were smarter and had an app or two, that would kick ass. And I could show it to whoever would see. No public access. It's way easier now. And it's still, they're not seen and heard from as much as they should be. And I guess that's the nature of the beast, though. I mean, even within that, it's hard for a patient to actually document something in a way that's quick enough for people to see beginning to end. 19 seconds, 23 seconds. Just makes you go, holy shit. That's it. And boom. And string a couple of them together. And I don't know. There's just... And then, the world stage that's distracting everything on the state level, including this. I don't know. But, I don't know. You never know. We might hit a hot streak coming up. We could, Hey,
You never know.
Our President Trump saying something to start the conversation off, and then that conversation might get a backwash to him. It's like, geez, it's nice to say something where people stop bitching at me. Everybody seems to like what I said. Hey, they liked what I said. Screw you, people. They like what I said. Maybe it should be legal for study and schedule something other than one. And then sit back and hear people going, wow, that's awesome. Don't undercut that from happening. I mean, man's looking for a distraction, right? There it is. And getting pushback from what's the name? Charlie Kirk. Yeah. Saying, that's the last thing we need. It already smells like that everywhere. Like that sums up Schedule 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But anyway, he's one of the more adept and prolific and well-known a Republican, pundit, whatever. So anyway, I don't know. I have momentary hope until I see otherwise that, maybe there will be a little bit more. I haven't looked into the social media and otherwise what other people think about this most recent comment, other than, we started out talking about it here tonight. And interesting. I don't even want to know, Lefty. It's that award for best, thank the Academy. And everybody that stuck it to me. Most butt hurt of the year.
All right, we're going to end the show, but before we end the show, we have a special guest tonight.
Okay.
New Mad Hatter employee, Kevin. You're going to be doing social media and website stuff and all that.
Yeah, kind of.
Really?
When it comes to making
Helping with the podcast, maybe?
Yeah, we need all the help we can get. Trust me.
technical.
I'm just saying, like when Lefty's there needing extra hands, trying to figure out why is this. Sounds like a
Lefty, you're
sounds like a
muted.
smarter person in the building now.
Lefty, we can't hear you. The button. Lefty, the button. Okay, my question is, the first time you smoked weed, how old were you? And what was it, a blunt or a joint or
First time, wow. Maybe 14, maybe 14.
Uh-huh. Nice.
It was definitely a blunt, and it was definitely just, I bet it was the worst rap thing ever, because nobody really knew what they were doing.
Oh, shit. Dude. Rob's killing me. The camera is showing a butt plug right now.
Is that what that is?
This is why I need a producer. Where's my effing producer telling me, Lefty, we're looking at a butt plug right now. Can you please fix the camera? That's all I needed.
So it's not an award like I guessed?
Why? This is what I got to deal with, bro. This shit. Oh, my God. All right. That's pretty perfect. It's good. Can you face it?
Yeah, listen, I'm really on a dinner time restriction. So
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I have no time to be butthurt about things.
Zen.
Zen is right. That's funny, though. That's so funny. What? I mean, Rob planned that?
Yeah,
shit.
he probably did.
I'm telling you.
It's just it was too centered.
Come on, man.
It was.
Do you think?
Don't prank him. Never prank. Here's a word of advice. Don't prank Rob.
Okay.
Because he will do 10 million. He's the master of it.
Yeah, it seems.
I've come in here with condoms over my microphones. Things on the table, like worse than that. You have. So good luck. God bless you. I wish you well here.
Thank you.
So it was a blunt. Good for that. And how was it for you? Did you get stoned? And
I did. It took a little bit though. It was more like that thing I feel like every kid does. Where like, does this work? Is this actually working? And you're just kind of sitting there, and then it works too well, and then you're like, all right, dude, that's enough. Like
Nice.
coughing, that whole bit is like barely. It was just funny,
What do you like best, smoking or edibles, or what's your favorite?
To be honest, I feel like one of my most happiest, memorable moments was through a brownie.
Brownie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like that taste of the weed butter in the brownie batter, was just I don't know, it's something I always remember. It's just stays in my head.
Did you make it yourself?
It was a unified effort. Yeah, it was like everybody was like, we're gonna make this happen. We don't really know how to do this. You do that. Yeah, it was like that.
Let's make it work.
Yeah.
Okay, second question is, what's your favorite munchy food?
Okay, when I was really about it, it was terrible. I used to put I guess people do worse. It was like a bowl of cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I would put just whipped cream all over.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That actually sounds terribly delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
Oh.
But that's one of the things that I have to calm down with these munchies because I just come up with these really fat combos. Yeah.
You should hear the combos we've heard.
I'm sure.
Crazy stuff. People like some weird shit.
Yeah.
And some great ideas.
A little bit.
Yeah. That's a good one though. I like that one.
Yeah.
Last question is, if you have a friend who's down on their luck or sad, depressed, and you want to cheer them up and maybe give them a life lesson that got you through a hard time or a quote, you got anything you would tell somebody?
Let's see. When it comes to quotes off the top of my head, it's hard because my brain's all over the place. But honestly, I could tell them things might feel and seem bad right now, but honestly, life is all about lessons, and we're not meant to know everything. But if you stick in, and surround yourself with people that are like-minded, you'll get those vibes. You'll be able to persevere. And it's just, things can seem bad if you think that it's only bad. You got to kind of flip it. How can I turn this into something good?
That's awesome. That's a good one. I love it. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to promote? Any website or anything?
No. At the
Just
moment,
MadHatter.com.
I'm all Mad Hatter.
MadHatter.com.
I'm really just trying to help you guys out.
Right on.
MadHatter.com.
All right. Well, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Well, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday, so you know, if you want to jump on or
we'll
talk
see.
about products,
maybe
whatever.
there can be some type of connection between social media.
Yeah, let's do something. Yeah, sounds great.
Sounds great.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, brother. You can hang out if you want. I'm just going to do the list now and thank Mad Hatter. Thanks CMMNJ, UFCW, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, and SativaCross.org, where you can donate $5 or $5 billion. Nice. And we have a list here that we read of all our friends and family that were cannabis patients and that passed away fighting for the plant or using the plant, waiting for the plant, like Cheryl Miller, Jim's late wife. Jim pushed her across the state in a wheelchair. He was the original OG for medical cannabis in New Jersey. That's who that guy is right there. You can't see him. He's so small, but that's it right there. Jim Miller. Jim has one name, one word, Jim Miller. And yeah, Jim knows. We all love Jim Miller. And his wife is on this list as the first ground zero patient in New Jersey. She had multiple sclerosis, and I saw what she went through. Her arms were stiff, and then Jim would give her cannabis, and all of a sudden she could move her arms and he could exercise her.
That's insane.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought cannabis gave you the munchies, and that's why cancer patients liked it.
Yeah.
But no, it's more than that. It's the whole endocannabinoid system that I learned about that I didn't know about, and it was great learning about that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't great learning about it because it was learning at the price of sick and dying disabled people. I mean,
and to give it some time frame reference, the walk across the state thing, which was because nobody wanted to talk about it in 1993. So it was 20, I can't even say it. It's like 32 years ago. So ask yourself, what were you doing 32 years ago when I was walking across the state with a freaking wheelchair with a sign on it? 58 miles in 25 hours. And Cheryl was only at the beginning of the walk. She was way too sick to be in a wheelchair that long. Yeah, but she did make it over the bridge from Seaside over the bridge, and almost most of the way down Route 37 before I took off and all. But anyway, yeah, long, strange trip, indeed. I want it to be over for me.
you were tired. We want a home grow hearing so we can retire.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done when it gets a hearing. Oh, I'll tune in.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
I'm kind of done, too. That's all we want. I'll probably still do Ratari, though, once a month.
No. Well, hey, that's really funny that Tom wants Ratari at Shore Cruise thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Sabina Rose, 15-month-old baby. She died from a 25-hour seizure. Those numbers suck. Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne Peters. He died in jail in Tennessee. Remember that guy? Google that guy. Google Thorne Peters. You want to hear some activist. He had a great show. Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte Figgy. Remember Charlotte Figgy? Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brendan, Red, Rico, Lou, Becky, LaWanda, Chip, Paul, Lisa, Marcus, Gary, Julia, Wayne, Perini.
This concludes.
No, Wayne.
Our podcast.
Not yet, Wayne. Hang out. Hang out. Wait, we're not ready for you yet, Wayne. Waxy Brown. Okay, Wayne, hit it.
This concludes our podcast. You eat it.
You eat it.
I like that, you know? Just let him have that last word, but
Let them have the last word. Just
but
give
the thing is that he's at the end of the patient list makes it more powerful to know that coming up, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would do that, but I mean, I can picture like, you know, like he's got a spot here right now, you know? So it's pretty effective for people who know him.
I need more Barini samples.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, you all
All
have
right,
a
all
good
right.
night, and I will see you on Thursday.
See you
All right, see you
Thursday.
Thursday.
They shall grow
Take
up
care.
as we that are left grow old.
Oh,
Age shall not
age shall
weary
not
them,
weary
nor the
them,
years
nor
of
the
death.
years
Going
condemn.
down of the sun and in the morning, we will be.
We will remember.
Peace out.
All right, man.